Guyana, a beautiful country, a God blessed country, right? But we are preparing to give it away. We are preparing for a disaster. Why? Because the Guyanese people are sitting down and let the government do as they please, right? You see, during the time of history, during the period of history, black people always want to feel like they are represented, right? Obama turned president, Guyanese celebrate. Going to turn president, Guyanese drink till they're drunk. It seems like we're so thirsty to be represented, we're so thirsty for power and so forth that we become blind by these things. That we can't see what these people are doing to us, how they're lying to us, how they're using us, or they're thieving our hard-earned money out of our pockets. All because we want power, to be represented, to be noticed. Black people are not alone in this problem. They have the white also. Right? They have a choice to be patriotic towards the country. So every couple of years, America will get a terrorist or get some threat. If not ISIS, this Bin Laden, is Saddam, is Russia, is Kim Jong-un. Because Americans has the choice to represent their land, right? And they know that they represent it at any cost. So they represent them with that theory. Now, how they will approach Guyana? Yes, Guyana has six rather. So I like to say 7 different ways because you get mixture, right? Good, right? And the majority of it are blacks, right? Indian coming close, and they have them Amerindian, white, and Chinese, right? So the same mentality that they approach the blacks in America with, they're gonna approach Guyana with, and this is what they do. We are so desensitized to these things that we're not picking it up. We that's supposed to be intelligent beings on this earth. I mean, think about it. Why, soon as Exxon Mobil trying to sign a contract with Guyana for the oil, a Guyanese happens to get a leading part in a movie of that magnitude that was funded by a company with that type status, right? I mean, think about it. Isn't something wrong there? I mean, yes, you're glad to see somebody from your country make it, and many of you gonna jump on the bank and say, I hate him because it's this and I jealous and this and so forth. You could say whatever you want, but the fact is, when an actor, singer, or anybody make it, there's only one way. They have to sell out, because we know Hollywood and all this place is run by the devil. And you think the devil gonna let a Christian walk up in the girl and do what you feel like? But everybody has their dreams and they are free to follow their dreams.
And I'm analyzing what you're seeing and what the creators are trying to convey. Just putting it off as, entertainment. The movie Black Panther is not of exception and is a massive tool against the black community. The black community feels it's finally being represented in Hollywood, Hollywood being a group in this country that has historically underrepresented our culture or only emphasized the negative. With the cast being predominantly black, Hollywood has never made a major film for the masses in this way before. Most would like to see it as progress, and because of this desire, our brains are turned off to what is being promoted. The black community has gone in great numbers to view this film wearing African garments, referring to Wakanda as if it is an actual representation of us. It first needs to be understood that Black Panther is not a black movie. It was not funded nor produced by the black community. Though it was written and directed by Ryan Coogler, a black man, and the cast was majority black, it was funded and produced by the Marvel Corporation, which is owned and run by Walt Disney Corporation. This is a Disney film, and the board members and executive level management of Disney are not black. This is a company that has funded a massive amount of witchcraft and deception throughout the world for decades. They have always had other motives that are more of a priority than promoting the black community with strength, dignity, and unity. So everyone that believes that Black Panther is something done to bring unity and strength in the black community are deceived.
It was not. But why is we fascinated by the movie, by the predominance of the black in the movie? We didn't see the necromancy that they were promoting in the movie. Take a look.
Not all culture in Africa is the same. It's like saying Mexicans have the same culture as Canadians because they're from the same continent. Ryan Coogler, writer and director of the movie, said, and I quote, "We were making a film about what it means to be African." When Ryan Coogler looked for inspiration for this film, he went to South Africa. The descendants of Black America are not said to be descendants of South Africa. So why are we trying so hard to identify with their culture? Because most of the black community has not been to Africa, it's very easy for Hollywood and the elites to create the depiction of the African culture that we're supposed to get accustomed to. So for the majority, it's either the culture of South Africa, Ghana, Nigeria, or it's Egypt. Mind you, that none of those countries claim us as their kin, nor do their people tell stories about how a majority of their people were stolen from their land over 500 years ago. This is just a promotion of false culture that deceives us and keeps us from understanding our true heritage. The only fact that the black community knows for sure is that our history and knowledge of where we come from was taken from us. When we blindly grab onto culture that we do not know if we're actually descendants of, we can become dangerously deceived and practice rituals and customs that are to our detriment. What if none of the culture that we are claiming to be a part of has anything to do with our true culture? Now, I know that Black Panther is nowhere close to the first perpetrators of this lie, but based on how the black community is acting, literally wearing dashikis to a movie premiere because it's about a black nation in Africa, just highlights just how mind-controlled we are and desperate for an identity, that we follow anyone or anything that seems to give us power and identity. Now, the reason I had to address this first is because of the bigger part of the problem with the movie and the acceptance of a lot of African culture. Away from the action and special effects in the movie, there was a big promotion of the culture of the Wakandans. This is one of the main undertones of the movie that must be understood. Remember, Coogler said they were making a film about what it means to be African. A big part of some African culture consists of paganism, the worship of many gods, and witchcraft. This was not ignored in this movie, but highlighted and emphasized. A majority of the first hour of the movie was surrounded by Wakandan culture. It displayed the practices of juju, which is simply a spiritual belief system incorporating objects such as amulets and spells used in religious practice as part of witchcraft in West Africa. This was done specifically when the king becomes Black Panther. There was ancestral worship, like when the king's mother, Ramonda, played by Angela Bassett, called upon the ancestors for their help bringing back her son.
I call upon the ancestors. I call upon Basra. I'm here with my son, Churchill. Heal him.
She even says she communed with her dead husband often.
Your father and I will talk about this day all the time. He is with us.
This is a known form of witchcraft in which many cultures, not just African, partake in. There's the animal and shape-shifting spirits that is the main part of the movie. Anytime the king transformed into the Black Panther, he would shapeshift into the Panther. This again is a form of witchcraft. And there was also the necromancy, which is the practice of communicating with the dead, especially in order to predict the future. The Black Panther did this multiple times, was speaking to his dead father about how he would rule as king and what he should do.
The time has come for you to come home and be reunited with me. You were wrong to abandon me. I chose my people. I cannot stay here with you. I cannot rest where he sits on the throne. He is a monster of our own making. I must take the mantle back. I must right these wrongs.
All these practices are specifically expressed against in Scripture, and when they are done by his children, it provokes the Lord to anger. This is specifically stated in Deuteronomy chapter 18, verses 9 through 11, and 2 Chronicles chapter 33, when speaking about Manasseh. These practices are all a form of witchcraft. When the Black Panther position is challenged, he drinks something that can be compared to blood, that removes the power of the Black Panther. When he becomes the Black Panther, he's actually being possessed by the Black Panther spirit, which to them is a gift. If you just do some basic research on Marvel Wiki, it gives background on everything Marvel. It brings clarity on the Black Panther. The potion that the Black Panther drinks to get the Black Panther power, the one Eric Killmonger, played by Michael B. Jordan, ordered to be burned, was called the heart-shaped herb. And according to Marvel, it was a gift from the Panther god, the deity they worshipped. What they don't say in the movie is that the Black Panther, King T'Challa, is actually the leader of the Black Panther cult. The Black Panther cult is the actual religion of the Wakandans. The Wakandans have ties to the ancient gods of Africa that were also worshipped in Egypt. They were claimed to be ancient beings who visited the earth millennia ago, very similar to what we know today as the Anunnaki. This is always the lie that is told, because it always goes back to Baal or Satan worship. This movie is full of witchcraft practices. It is a ploy of using the Black community's desire for a represented culture to push them into acceptance of black magic and witchcraft, pushing the lie that these practices are from our heritage and witchcraft should be accepted as normal. So we are now in a time
So you see, these people, when they give you something, I always watch for what they're doing in the other direction. These people like musicians. They always draw your attention here, while they're doing the trick way over there. This is how these people deal. And you think you're intelligent. No, you aren't even trained to think that way. In school, if you can't pass their exam, you consider dunce, a failure. How could that be right? I mean, we are different people with different perspective. We come from different walks of life. We have different knowledge, different ways of dealing with things and doing things. When we put everybody together, teaching them a math for philosophy, tell me if some people won't excel naturally and some people will fail, because some people's talent are not there. You see, what you teach these, and most of the time what you teach these people is to put in, is like to think of this thing as a record, a voice recording. They just listen to it, record it, and play it back whenever you call upon them for play. If you guys didn't open up your eyes to see something wrong with our world, the justice system, the political system, the educational system, the economy system, the religious system, the social system, the entertainment system. The world is terrible. And Guyana is not an exception. Because you see, what's to come, Guyana can't now miss it because it's the whole world that's tapping to every single part of the earth. The whole earth will have to be deceived. And we want to give our oil to Exxon Mobil to bring it our doom faster. Exxon Mobil, if you don't know about it,
we are here and we're showing our Exxon Hates Your Children commercial. This past weekend, Exxon sent a cease and desist letter prohibiting us from showing it, so we're going to show it here in DC live.
Tonight we're going to have a little concert from a band called Melodigo. It's going to be a pedal-powered, human-powered concert. We're going to show some of our latest videos. We're going to show Exxon Hates Your Children and have a little bit of a dance party here, and then we're going to march off to the Congressional Exxon, and we're going to attempt to project there.
Here at Exxon, we hate your children. We all know the climate crisis will rip their world apart, but we don't care, because it's making us rich. That's right. Every year Congress gives the fossil fuel industry over $10 billion in subsidies. That's your tax dollars lining our pockets. Making a fortune, destroying your kids' future? At Exxon, that's what we call good business. ExxonHateYourChildren.com.
And these people, not good people, are evil people.
Sources familiar with the matter said on Thursday
take my word
the
for
New York
it.
Attorney General is investigating whether ExxonMobil misled the public and investors about the dangers and potential business risks of climate change. The company confirmed that it had received a subpoena from Eric Schneiderman, the New York Attorney General, for financial records, emails, and other documents related to climate change. According to The Guardian, legal sources confirm Peabody Energy, the world's biggest private coal company, is also under investigation. Exxon and Peabody are the two giants of the fossil fuel industry. They've long come under criticism from environmental and science groups for funding climate denial front groups and spreading disinformation about climate science.
And we want to give them our oil. See, these people are destroying us as a human race. They are teaching us lies, get us believing in fables and ignorance. That man evolves from liquid into tadpole, into fish, into this, into that, into monkey to man. The first thing wrong with that is that where they half man, half monkey them there. I don't know. But we run with it. But you see, people, science is a religion, right? Science is a religion. You believe in science, your God is nothing, because you come into existence from nothing. Listen to this. They tell you in the beginning there was nothing, and all of a sudden, bang! Light come in the form of explosion. Right? And from this, our planet Earth over millions of billions and billions and trillions and
years. When you compare Greek mythology with science, it matches up perfectly, right? You might get different variation of names on certain aspect, but just like how they say that the world starts spinning in for no reason and it exploded and all these nonsense.
The world began with several primordial beings.
The Greek mythology.
First came chaos, then Gaia, earth, and finally Eros, love. From Gaia there came Uranus, heaven, who both created the Titans. Uranus disliked his children and locked them deep within the earth.
My people, I love my country, and that's the reason why I'm doing this video. Because I want you to know the enemy that we are letting in our front door. Right? I see another movie I watched that I see something in. It's called The Chinese Salesman. If you ever have a chance, watch that movie. And if you are a type of person that could read the esoteric and esoteric meaning in things, you will see what I'm talking about. But roughly what happened, this fellow going to this country disguising as a cell phone salesman, network salesman, but really he trying to start a war so they could depopulate the nation, so he could have the power to control their oil system and put them in debt, because if we have war they have to buy weapons and they have to buy medicine to treat their wounds. Right?
Why are you doing this? Philip, you are too short-sighted. How much money can you make from a telecom contract? This country has rich oil and rare mineral reserves, but the Chinese are ahead of us exploiting them. Moreover, there is money to be made from armed sales. One missile is worth all the equipment here. But no matter what, you can't start another war. Philip, this is not my personal decision, but we need to renegotiate how this country's resources are distributed.
Who are you working for, besides MTM?
I have many identities. I have a mission.
You're despicable. MTM doesn't need any warmongers. I will expose you. I will tell everyone the truth.
So this is a movie scenario. But look, take the same scenario, look at this as Vietnam, Syria, Israel, and all these places. All these different places are doing oil business with America. These people have the power to start a civil war in this country like this. Up under your nose. Because they have been living here for years. It's not the other day they know we have oil. And possibly it's not even the other day. Possibly they already take flight. Let's see. Right? And if we don't open our eyes and look around and research and look into these things, we'll be fooled and robbed out of everything we have as Guyanese in this country. I love my Guyanese life. I love my Guyanese people. Yeah, some of them crazy. But look what's going on in the Middle East. Look what's going on in Africa. Don't let Guyana be another victim, people. Say no to this. Yes, on the scenario you might say that the oil could benefit our country. Right? It might appear so for the first couple of years, 5-6 years. But slowly it will fall to pieces as all the rest. Because they don't build it up for success. They build up the system so it could collapse on itself. Right, that's how they said this thing. I mean, if you're a kind of person that read books and so forth, I would like to introduce you to a book called The Protocol of the learned elder of Zion. Right? And you listen to that book and listen to how these people plan these things, and you will see that these people hate God, hate the Bible, hate the Christian. They tell us lie, they preach lie to us. They've been telling us for years that we live on a ball. Come on, let's talk about the earth, the place where we live on. They've been telling us that we live on a ball, and you believe it. Can't blame you. I once believed it. I don't even know why. Maybe I could look back at myself now and say, Jamal, why did you listen to that? I would be like, why? Because it was preaching to my head from childhood. Going to school, seeing a globe. Every movie, a globe, a globe, a globe, a globe, a globe, a globe. But do you know that this globe theory is only 500 years old? Yeah. Before there's a guy by the name of Ptolemy that say clear that the earth was flat. Right? Even Christopher Columbus and his crewmate believed this, because one of his voyages when he was to go out to do his so-called explorers, or most search and destroy missions, he tried to recruit some people, but when the people heard where he was going to, they tell him no, they don't want to go with him because they are afraid they will fall off the ends of the earth. So these people know 500 years ago that the earth was flat. People, wake up. Let's wake up from this delusion. The school system doesn't save us. It's not the key for success. It's the lack of failure. That's all. They educate you enough to do the work, but not question it. Right? You know you're well educated to do this particular work, but ask yourself, why are you doing this work? Because you got your money. Why? You got money, God give you this. But do you need this? These people that you live in a more free will slavery type that make you choose slavery. So when you choose slavery, it don't feel like a bondage, it feels like a blessing. But when you don't want something, it feels like a bondage. For example, when you fall in love with somebody and you have the need for the person, that person don't feel like a bondage. The person could do anything and say anything, ask for anything, you will give them, right? But you and the person fall in love with you and the person break up, or you stop loving that person in the relationship more of you stop loving them, right? And there comes the other person. That person, they feel like a luggage. The same person must feel like a luggage. But I hope you guys see what's going on. These people doesn't want to save us. They don't want to build us. They only want to break us down. More down. And this is the way we're going. So folks, it's possibly they will sign a deal. Exxon Mobil will drill for oil in our country. Things will or may look nice for the first, but then confusion will break. People gonna die. Mothers gonna cry. But meanwhile, all this going on, they're still working on your brain, feminizing the male. and make the women appear to be more masculine. Things that we never used to accept before, we now take it as reality. Can't you see? We are living in a matrix. Can't you see that? Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Come on. People, this is not a message to black. This is not a message to white. This is not a message to this. This is a message to everyone. Wake up. Maranatha. The time is near. The prophecies have been fulfilled. Soon, calamity gonna strike. Soon, you would not be able to buy nor sell. Soon, Guyana will come to a little America, and just as America will fall, Guyana will. What before? You see, the people them that is in control is called the Jesuits, but the person that controls the Jesuit is the Pope, right? When people think the Queen is control everything, but no, the Queen is a small fish compared to the Pope. Have you ever wondered, can the Queen go to any country and be accepted? No, some countries she will get beheaded. But for some reason the Pope can go anywhere and be accepted. Don't you think something fishy there? Something has to be fishy there. Think about it. Any way the Pope can go. People, even in Guyana, either putting you to worship statue and cross and telling you that is Christianity, giving you paganism, telling you that is Christianity, you accept it. You see, there's a story that my elder used to like to see, that I fall in love and I use it a lot, right? But in this case you get a different terminology. You see, he said at the time, truth and error went for a swim. So error think he could outsmart truth. So when truth jump overboard, error jump over behind and said truth like play who could dive the longest. So when truth said yes, error started like you 1, 2, 3, bloop, bloop. He bluffed truth, truth duck in a way. Cause you know he has the truth to what he said. Cause he could duck long and error. So as you ever see this, error come out the trench, put on truth suit and clothes, come up here nice, I left his skin is prep, he perfume and gone, left truth there. Left Mr. Truth there with error clothes. Why is error wearing truth clothes? And then walking down the road coming. So when people looking for truth and error, nobody know it, and then they see this suit coming now. They say, watch the by this, look like truth coming there. Watch he coming there. See? And these are we there as Guyanese. These are we there as black people. These are we there as human people. These are we human beings. These are we there as white people or whatever race you is. We see light coming with truth clothes on and we accept it. Come! But he never test it. Exxon Mobil is hated in his own country. Other people country too. Yes. So how can a country that's so hated by it don't want to do nice for something that is not them? Think about it. Think about it. Think about it, my friends. That's all for now. Remember to subscribe to this YouTube channel. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. All the links will be in the description. Thank you guys for tuning in. And remember to wake up, and if you're watching this around the world, spread the news so that when they tell you all Guyanese and war and so forth, know that they are the ones who started. Remember, don't believe in BBC, don't trust CNN, don't even watch Fox News. They are all liars. This is the Flat Earth Local. Thank you for tuning in. This is an update, a pre-update to a preview rather to the documentary The Great Delusion that is coming up. Please remember to subscribe, turn on your notification bell so you could know when more videos like this will be aired on this channel. If you're on Facebook, like, share and follow. If you're on Twitter, follow me there. Instagram, follow me there. All the links will be in the description. Thank you for supporting the channel. Send your thoughts by email or message, or if you're interested to join our Flat Earth WhatsApp group, inbox me and tell me. Thank you very much, and remember,